Judge, how are you? Great to talk to you.
I'm good, Laura. I have to tell you, I had to laugh when I heard clueless Jim Clapper there saying, well, we don't know. Maybe there's money there. I mean, this is a guy who should be charged with perjury when he says to Congress, no, we don't spy on Americans not wittingly. Oh, you're so full of crap. And then CNN goes and hires the guy. And then Brennan MSNBC hires him. They are the radicals that I'm talking about in my new book. I mean, they do anything they can to resist Donald Trump, and it's all about their revenge. It is a disgusting group of people. And you know what? This is America. We're the greatest country on earth. Why can't people recognize our success and the wonder of this country? No, they want to bring it down. They want to destroy it. Destroy a presidency. It's all craziness.
Judge Jeanine, the fact that we have all of these former intel officials who, as you said, either it's obvious they lied, McCabe was proven to be a liar. I can't wait until the new IG report comes out and Durham's investigation is complete. But they're so hell-bent on defeating Trump because they know if he wins a re-election, which I think he will, but if he wins, their days are just numbered. They're just finished as professionals. I mean, they're over.
But, Laura, I thought about that too, and I said, and I agree with you. I think he's going to win in 2020. My only concern right now is the influx of illegals at the border and, giving them licenses, kind of teeing them up so that they can vote, and if they vote, they're going to vote Democrat. But let's assume if you're a smart individual that Donald Trump wins, because he should, based on the condition of this country, the economy, and the fact that the military is strong again, and all good things. All the metrics are up. What are they going to do? Are they going to have like a collective mental breakdown, or are they going to continue to fight, or are they going to just disappear and say, you know what? Maybe the truth is, Barack Obama had the worst 8 years in this nation's history. He's the one who divided us. He's the one who was divisive. He's the one who couldn't figure out whether to contain, dismantle, or destroy ISIS, none of which he ever did in the end. And what's embarrassing, Laura, between you, me, and the chickens, this guy ought to be embarrassed. That Donald Trump, who's supposed to be this racist, this white supremacist, he has created the lowest unemployment for African Americans in history. And you had a black president who couldn't do that? I mean, the guy should be embarrassed. He should hold his head down.
No, this is liberalism means never having to say you're sorry, never having to admit you're wrong. It's like it is a mental disorder at this point.
Right.
You're seeing people, Judge Jeanine, just accuse the president of that which they are guilty of. Of that which they are guilty.
And I call it a boomerang.
Right.
Everything, it's projecting. It's Psych
Explain
101.
it to us. Explain it to us.
Okay, what that means is you are guilty of something. And so what you do is you project it on the other party. That's part of your defense mechanism. So if you're a cheating husband and your wife says, I think you're cheating on me, you say, no, you're the cheater. You've been cheating on me. Meanwhile, the guy's the cheater, or whatever it is, projecting, Trump is a racist. No, you're a racist. You're the one who kept African Americans down in these Democrat-controlled cities. You're the ones who don't want them to come out of the urban ghetto that we've got in this country. And what we're seeing across this country when all of these Democrat-controlled cities, and I talk about it in Radicals, Resistance, and Revenge, is the dirty needles in San Francisco, the human feces, the fact that this is what they want to bring to your town and your neighborhood. They want to bring in Antifa. They want to tell the police to stand down. They want to upend the Constitution. Brett Kavanaugh isn't entitled to the presumption of innocence, not in the America that they want to create. If you're a woman, you should be believed that all men should shut up, according to that wackadoo. Do you believe, Laura, she's a United States Senator,
No.
Mazie Hirono, during the Brett Kavanaugh hearings? Men should just shut up. Have you ever heard that in your life?
Well, and she is celebrated across the country. And frankly, the Democrats think that young people, I guess, are so enamored with social media and their top line reading online and so forth that they're going to buy into all of this. And what I said, Judge Jeanine, is, look, if you want America to become Germany, which has no growth, demoralized people, frankly, disappearing middle class if things keep going the way they're going. Forget Venezuela. I mean, the European Democrat socialist model is collapsing right before our very eyes. Right. But these people want us to lurch toward that. It's like lurch toward the sinking boat and grab onto the boat as it's being pulled under by the pressure of the ocean. They want us to grab onto the Titanic and go right down with it. I honestly have never seen anything so stupid in my life.
Well, it is amazing because when you've got, the Antifa who's running around and shutting down people on the right and saying you don't have a right to speak First Amendment, and if you say something that's politically incorrect to them, then you're a racist or whatever ifs they could come up with, and then, I don't even want to go into, although I do in the book, I talk about, life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness from the Declaration of Independence is nowhere to be found if you are a newborn baby and the mother decides, hell, I really don't want this baby. And, she can give it up or down some like the emperors in the Roman Colosseum. And, if you're in 8 states right now and the baby's born and born alive, but you don't want it, I, for the longest time, thought, well, they'll give it away for adoption. No, they just don't let it live after it's born. I mean, this is lunacy. And with McCabe, look, you and your listeners, I'm sure, know from being educated by you that, look, Andrew McCabe his lawyers are at the Justice Department fighting to make sure that, that he doesn't get indicted because obviously the Lion prosecutors want to indict him. And what this guy's doing is McCabe's trying to make himself a victim. When McCabe lied 3 times or 4 times and even lied to the, his own FBI. And these people, Laura, have the chutzpah to get out there and say, oh, no, Donald Trump's corrupt. No, he isn't. No, he isn't. He works every day to make sure our lives are better and safer. So it is a frustrating place to be. But where we've got to change it, if we want to remake America, we've got to get back into the schools, Laura, the way they did
totally.
15 years ago with these kids.
Well, they decided to, even if they couldn't win politically, they were going to go closer to the younger generation. They were really smart, both in using television and now online, of course, the big screen, to push a cultural agenda that upends the traditional norms. They did that. They did that over really 40 or 50 years. And the conservatives, look, they went into business and the law and medicine. They did a lot of things, good stuff, but they kind of left an open field for them to swamp and storm. And I think right now we're seeing the results of all that. Now the country at large, Jeanine, is like a college campus. Don't you feel like that?
Absolutely. I mean, you're so right, Laura. I mean, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, people like you and me, I went into the law. I became a prosecutor. I mean, you clerked for United States Supreme Court. I mean, who knows the law better than you do? And yet what we're watching is a destruction of law and order, a disregard, and a contempt for, the people who fight for us every day, whether it's the military or the law enforcement. And, we're seeing it change every day in this country. My dad fought in World War II. My grandfather fought in World War II. And, I think that our founding fathers would be spinning in their grave. And the revenge of the left is literally off the rails. The Democrat clown car, all of these people, we want socialism. We want Medicare for everybody, all the illegals. And what I love is California says, hey, we want to give Medicare to all the illegals, and all you Californians, well, you got to pay for your own and you got to pay for theirs. And we want to give them a free college education, but you Americans, you got to pay for your college education. Are we stupid? Is everything upside down?
Well,
it's madness.
Look, from democratic socialism to what the deep state did to the future of this country and what's on the line in this new election. All socialism is eventually authoritarian. That is such an important point that you explain in very clear detail on page 228, 229. Just reading that.
Lord, you actually read the book. Yeah.
Just reading that, Judge Jeanine, even just buying the book for that is important for the next generation, because they think it's all going to be, we're all going to be equal. We're all going to have so much more money, and the rich people will still be okay, but they're going to give us their money. We're going to get free college, and it's all going to be great. We're going to have all drive Teslas. And they don't understand there's going to be really rich and really poor, just like every other Democrat, socialist society or socialist society.
And you know what? And then when they point out, and thank you so much for reading Radicals, Resistance, and Revenge, because in it I talk about socialism. They point to the Nordic countries when they don't realize that the Nordic countries are not true socialism. I mean, they have free markets there. And, you know, what we do, and I quote Dennis Prager in here as well, I mean, you know, what we've got a capitalist system where, you know, hard work and perseverance matters. And with these socialist countries, they all end up ugly at the end. I mean, you've got women in Venezuela who are giving birth on the street because the hospitals can't take them. I mean, can you imagine that? You've got nowhere to go when you want to deliver a baby. And these wackadoo millennials, I mean, they're convinced that, it's a wonderful thing, and they're dancing around in the idyllic fields, and the rich are paying for everything. Well, the rich are going to run out of money. I just don't get it, and that's why I explain it in the book. And I talk about the other countries.
It's so important. It's just so important. Congratulations, Judge Jeanine. We're just so proud of you. Of course, your show is a massive,
and vice versa.
Well, your show just went. You know, if you don't watch Judge Jeanine on Fox every single weekend, with Justice with Judge Jeanine, you got to watch. I mean, this Saturday night, get a glass of wine. Or if you don't drink, get something else. But sit.
Make the popcorn.
Yeah, popcorn, or sit and just have fun. Open your mind, and you'll learn and watch. Just watch, and it's also you're really funny too. I think that's another thing, Judge Jeanine. You're really funny. So we gotta, you and I gotta go on the road, do a couple events. We gotta get you and I should do that. That'd be fun. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do a couple dates somewhere. I've been meaning to get around to that, and people want me to do that. But
let's do it, Laura. You know what? Life's too short. Let's have a few laughs along the way, and we can talk about what we see and what we know, and then what we don't know. We don't know everything.
Absolutely, Judge Jeanine. Congratulations, the book on its way to #1: Radicals, Resistance, and Revenge: The Left's Plot to Remake America.